Lord. Welcome, everyone. We are gathered here today to say a goodbye, a very good, um, gratitude filled goodbye to 2020. I know that we have heard a lot of bad things happening, but there's a lot of good also that has happened in life. And today, what we'll do is today's meeting is divided into two parts. First part is saying thank you to 2020, and whoever wants to share something good that has happened, the best thing that they can talk about 2020, please share it. And I think the best thing that has happened for all of us who are here is that we are here. See, we are fine. Nothing has happened to us. We are here. No matter how scary COVID is supposedly, nothing. It didn't affect us. We are fine. That is the most fabulous thing ever. And then I'll ask people one by one, whoever has raised their hands, to come and speak about what is good, what is the good thing that has happened. Then collectively, we will say thank you. And then I will teach you in the second part how to manifest a beautiful 2021. The one of the reasons 2020 was very good for me was because I manifested it to be that way. I just love conscious manifesting, and that has become my way of life. There is there are so many tools I have learned in my life, spiritual tools, but now this is the one that I use most of the times, almost all the time. I just manifest it, and I'll be teaching this thing in my conscious manifestation in great detail in my academy. So I know that many of you are here who are part of my academy. So after we are done with the certification course in angel oracle reading, we are going to do this conscious manifesting, and we are going to have so much fun you won't even believe it. So with that said, I'll go first and tell you a few things about what were the why I'm so grateful to 2020. So one, it was my long standing dream to start this online academy of metaphysical studies, of spiritual studies, because I learned that always trying to do things in the physical world and changing things over there doesn't work, but it works much faster if I am working in my mind and using the law of assumption, which is kind of like the law of, you might think it's like the law of attraction, but it's not, but it's kind of like that. So using the law of assumption, I like to manifest things. And the other thing is, I never feel lonely. I have so many people who say that they feel lonely, and it might breaks my heart. So one of the reasons I don't feel lonely is that I have great friends in the spirit world too. Even if I'm all alone, my angels are always with me, and I have beautiful conversations with them. So I wanted to teach all of this in the academy, and I want people to be happy. I just want people to be happy, and the happier world is always a happier me too, right? It's all about me too. Because anyone, if the world is happy, I'm happy. World is not happy, it affects me. Of course it affects me. So starting this academy was a long standing dream, and I finally had the courage to start it. And that was one. Two was that through the academy, I met so many wonderful people. All of you sitting over here, I see your beautiful faces. You guys are such a blessing to me. You've become friends to me, and we have such a good time. I share so much with you. I tell you everything. Even the things that I don't succeed with, I tell you, because we're human. We're going to, sometimes we fail, sometimes we succeed at things. It is just so nice. I just have to see your faces and I feel happy. I love you guys, and I'm so happy to have you in my life. 2020 brought you in my life and I'm just so happy. You can see from my face that I'm not saying it to be polite. I'm really happy to have you. Third thing is that I always wanted a very, how life used to feel very rushed before. before this whole thing, this COVID thing started. So I want to say something nice about COVID. Because life used to feel very rushed. Oh my God, wake up in the morning, send the kids off to school, send my husband to work, and then finish my work, and then wait for them to come back, and then quickly give them things so they can go off to sleep, and then they can go to work again the next day. I wasn't enjoying it. I missed my family. I wanted, it felt like we are a family, but we hardly ever spend time together because my husband is too busy working, going out to work. My kids are too busy with their own busy life, and I'm busy with my work. I hardly ever got time. So, and I also wanted it to be slow paced, easy, simpler life where things just flow. And COVID did that because the lockdown, everyone started working from home. This whole year, my husband has worked from home. Kids have been working, have been studying from home. I have them in my house all the time. I just love that. So that has the slow pace of life, staying with my family. It's been so beautiful. I just love it. My husband got a beautiful job. I manifested for him his dream job with an amazing salary. It was, and all that was done when there was supposedly a hiring freeze. So that's what I'm talking about, conscious manifestation. It doesn't matter what the facts are, doesn't matter what the 3D world is saying. You can make anything happen because you are the author of your life. Okay? So these
Yeah.
were some of the good things that happened in my life. Some of the things. There were so many other things too, but these were some of the things. And now I am going to ask people one by one. So first person I see is Anne. Anne Walter, can you please unmute yourself and share with us what was the good thing that happened to you for 2020?
Yeah, so for me, 2020 has been just really, it's been
Um,
good actually.
Georgia.
It's been a time of reflection. I've, it's a slower pace of life, and I've been able to do things that I wasn't able to do before. I've been able to focus more on my spiritual life. I've received some healings, and I've received some direction as to where I should sort of focus my attention in the future, and
Hmm.
gotten closer to my spirit guides and just getting to know them better. Not by name yet. Well, there's a couple of them that I guess I know a little bit. But anyway, yeah, just feeding my soul mostly. And yeah, it's always so busy. So before COVID, it was so busy, and I didn't really have time to just even stop and think. I was
Yep.
just running all the time. So yeah, for me, it's been a good. I feel sorry for the people that have heart, because there's a lot of people that have had a really, really
Hmm.
difficult time, and they've
Hmm.
had loved ones pass away and become ill, with COVID and other things. So it's not been easy, and people having kids,
No.
going to school and whatnot. It's been really difficult. I don't have any children, so I just have my husband and myself, and we take care of a special needs woman who lives with us for the last 9 years. So we have her to care for, but she's pretty easy. So yeah, for me, it's just been nice to have the quiet time. Really nice to
It's
have
been
that.
really nice. And what you said about other people having a hard time with, there are many things that have happened which I won't go into because we are going into gratitude about good things. But that is the thing that I want to address because I face that thing. Some one thing that I will say is that of course the health was there, but there were people who have lost their jobs and that could have turned into disaster. And it happened to my husband. But we turned it around to make it something even more amazing. And that's the reason I want to teach this to people that if I can do it, and I'm nothing special, nothing out of this. Some person descended straight from heaven and I'm the only one and no one else can do it. If I can do it something like this, an ordinary person like me, anyone can do it. So that's why I want to teach this thing to people, that the ones who have lost their jobs, who have had a problem with their finances, they can manifest that. If they can manifest a new job, a business, or whatever it is, it does not matter what they want, they can get it. People whose health has been compromised, they can bring themselves back to health. Now, with the health also, I want to speak. My dad lives with me. He is he's 84 years old, and he has a lot of other complications with his health. So basically, making him a very good candidate for COVID. And I just I just refuse to believe that anything like that will happen to me. Basically, I work with the principles of law of assumption, saying that nothing is going to happen to him, and nothing happened to him. Nothing at all. Whereas he had every reason to fall ill. So that those are the reasons, because I have experimented with it, and I have I just I really want to say that I have a beautiful life, and I want people, everyone else, to have a beautiful life too. So we'll do one manifestation, or a few techniques today. But other than that, that is the reason, and that I wanted to do this. That people who have suffered, I don't want them to suffer anymore. So thank you so much, Anne. You too had a slower pace of life like you wanted. And did you lower your hand? Yes. So Smita Himadri is next. Can you please unmute yourself, Smita, and lower your hand and come and tell me
Lower your hand and come. Okay.
and come.
So, so all of you, I think some of you know that in 2019 I met with an accident. So almost all of the later half of 2019 has been pretty much healing from the surgery and my wrist accident. So 2020 January onwards, this year has been very big on fitness for me. I used to do fitness even in the past, but it was not really so serious. So this time it has been very serious. And my accident came in as a blessing. So this year was a lot on fitness, and I learned a lot. I also progressed a lot on the fitness side. Then from a spiritual side, I had some, what do you say, some kind of um, thoughts that we'll have to go the kind of direction. I'm working on the healing side, so I sort of had that awareness that the healing should go in a certain direction, more subconscious based.
You have to
So
hear one.
I did work a lot on the subconscious healing side because of a lot of awareness that I got in the later half of 2019 because of COVID. So I have been implementing some of that on my clients. Not a big thing, but hopefully with a conscious manifestation in my own life. And then that is hopefully it's something that I want to teach my other clients. I spiritual growth has been very big on my chart this year. I also was blessed to meet Swati. Of course, I met Swati a couple of years back because of the angels. That she got to purchase my cake when I was a professional baker, and maybe it was because of this reason that I had to meet her into a couple of years back. So she opened her academy, and then while I was kind of contemplating what to do, how to kind of reach out to the divine and the other side, she opened her academy, and then it was like it also came in very very affordable. So I was able to get in, and then there was so much that I've learned from this. She also helped me understand that I'm claircognizant and clairvoyant in a lot of ways. She helped me understand these things. I also was interviewed through a psychic and spiritual coach on her podcast, and then through the podcast I was able to also communicate with my guides via her because she was a channel. So like this, there was a lot of
And so
growth
are you.
on
You are
the.
a channel too. I want you to
Yeah.
I want you to say that again and again. You are a channel
I am
too.
a channel. I am a
Yes.
channel too. And there was a lot of progress I made on the.
Tambato,
Sorry. Yes,
Tambato,
Hope.
Tambato,
Yeah.
uh
So
Tambato.
okay. Yeah.
there was a lot of progress I made on the Bhagavad Gita side. I learned to chant, and then I also learned so much. I joined some classes, and there was some beautiful teachers that I met along this course, and I learned so much from them. I really cannot understand how. I mean, I couldn't really comprehend the amount of wisdom that they brought in from the Lord. So it was beautiful. And because of that, my entire family moved towards spirituality. Mostly my husband, he was absolutely not into this. i had I had so much of second thoughts to even talk about angels and angel class and other things to him. But then now he's so open about it. And then especially when I'm writing my messages and then channeling some of those things through auto writing, he is open about it, he appreciates it and things like that. So it has come this far in this entire year, so it has been very beautiful.
In
This
fact,
year has been so blessed.
you started your healing path, the work of healing path this year, wasn't it? Uh,
Healing path, no,
like before
2014.
you were
2014 I've been doing
no, I
since
mean
2014.
as your main work because you were doing baking before
Hmm.
and then you started doing this.
2019
Yeah.
2019 when I actually met with my accident,
Yeah.
my hand was actually not used anymore. So that's when 2019 mid the
Okay.
professionally I started
Hmm.
this work. And this year my clientele has been very good. A couple of
Awesome.
months back it's kind of slowed down for
Hmm.
some reason, maybe my vibes or whatever. But then again it's slowly picking up because I'm trying to manifest things and all those things. So it has been what do you say, the blessed year, one of the blessed
Really.
years I think I've had in the
Me
last
too.
so many years. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Smita.
Thank you.
It's been so nice that you joined the academy. And before that, even for the people who don't know, Smita lives in India and she used to have this cake business. And I saw her cake. I live in California and I saw her cake that someone else posted. And that's how I got to know. And I actually ordered the cake all the way from India and people would think am I mad? I can just get one over here. But that's what I just follow what my angels say, and I know that there is something that'll come out of it. And so Smita also couldn't believe it. She said, "Are you sure you want me to send it from here all the way from India, a Christmas cake?" I said, "Yeah, I do. I just do. I must have it. I know I must." And then one thing led to another, and now she's a huge part of my life as part of a member of my academy. So thank you so much, Smita.
Thank you a
Uh,
lot, Swati, for being in my life.
you're welcome. And next is Sony, Madhu Sony. So, Madhu, can you please lower your hand and unmute yourself and come and tell us about the good things that have happened to you in 2020? I know lots of good things have happened for you.
Yes, yes, definitely. And first and foremost, I would like to thank Swati that she welcomed me in this academy. And I'm really, really happy that I got into this academy because of her low cost. And, it was easy for me to get in, easy for me to talk to my husband about it. And for which he said, okay, that's okay. But, earlier he wasn't ready. But as such, I'm really, really thankful to 2020 because it actually brought a slow pace into our life that we really
Mhm,
wanted. Still
mhm.
it's running, but
It's
still I'm
running.
happy that still it's running, and I'm happy that we are not stagnant and we are
Yeah.
still doing something good for
Mhm,
our lives. And for as a husband and wife relation, how it was earlier last year, it was a little difficult. And I consciously manifested. I'm very thankful to one of my friend who is like cousin of Swati. So she actually taught me all this, and then I came to know Swati. So basically, s- this 2020 when it started, I actually thought of many things which I thought, okay, सोचने में like how- what would happen if I think good? It's good. I just need to think about it, and basically, I think I used to do it, and I never thought it as if I'm consciously manifesting it. I never knew, but I think I have always done it. So first and foremost, I always thought that I should get chance to walk daily. So this year I had actually went for walks for 5.5 miles every day. And
wow.
yeah, every day I went, and I lost 10 pounds. I lost 10 pounds. And this,
Awesome.
and also I wanted my friends around, like nearby friends who used to go with me. And then we both thought that one of my friends thought that we should actually involve our husbands also to walk with us, because they sit
Hmm.
the whole day. So somehow And I spoke to my husband, and it was difficult, but then we started. So me, my husband, my friend's husband, we all walked every day, so we got thin. Now I'm get putting on weight again, but maybe I can manifest that. So no problem. And then like
You're
as my
looking
husband,
slimmer
he,
to me. You're looking much slimmer than before.
yeah, yeah, if I take this out, I will be
No, I can see it on your face. I can see it in your neck and your face.
yeah. Thank you, Swati. So, and the next thing was, my husband had to go. Like, he was basically, he used to get up in the morning, 6 o'clock, then go to the office. So by till from 8 till 7 in the night, he used to come back. So it's like 12 hours straight outside because
Hmm.
of his work. So this year actually gave us that slow pace that we needed. My husband was in front of me. I could see him, talk to him, and my children were home. So that way, it was very, very happy, and I actually got to enjoy the togetherness of my family, which I really wanted after so
Isn't
long.
that amazing?
Yeah. So really, really amazing. I'm very thankful. For people, definitely it might have been a difficult year, and I have my whole heart for them. I
Absolutely.
really, really understand what they go through. I definitely had aches and pains or something or the other was going on with me, but I always thought, no, nothing is happening to me. I'm totally fit
Yeah.
and fine, and I'm happy, I'm healthy. And somewhere between, I had problems. Something was going on with my friendships also. So, but I also manifested that also. I actually
Very good.
turned that around, and whatever was not meant to be in my life, it was totally shed away. I'm very
It
happy
fell
for that
fell
also.
away.
Yeah, it
How's your
totally fell
migraine?
away.
Your migraine became much better too, right? When you mentioned
it,
aches and
it's
pains.
yeah, yeah, and that's what Swati actually had gave some healing. Definitely, she spoke to me. There were things that were blocking me and my growth, but it actually helped me. She brought that into focus. We went and we discussed all about it, and then lot of, I became more peaceful. I was a little bit, but still it actually helped me. Swati helped me gain that back. So me, my peace, and myself, I'm very happy that way. And
You look
also,
much happier, Madhu. You look so much happier. I've known
thank
you
you,
for some
Swati.
time, from the time you joined the academy. When you just joined, you used to look um, like you had anxiety and you look nervous from your face. Um,
Not
but
nervous though, but
not
yes, still
nervous.
I
There was
was
some kind
had.
of worry and anxiety, something like
Yes,
that. Now
yes,
you
yes.
look, I mean, look at your face. You look,
Thank you. And also, when Swati taught me this and other things as well, I wanted to put this in front of my husband, that there are things that you should learn, because my husband is mostly working, and he's so much in tension always, and which I don't like, but
yeah,
that
of
is how
course.
they are. So and I always wanted that he should listen to me what I want to say, but I don't want to force myself on him, that you
Hmm.
listen to me. I don't You have to listen. I don't
No,
want to
no,
do
you
that.
shouldn't do that.
So one day, one fine night, we had actually got time to talk, and then I told him. He was ready to listen. He heard like from A to Z, and then the next day, he actually whatever I wanted him to do, he did the same thing, and I was so happy without me telling him or forcing him or doing anything. So that was like conscious manifesting of something that I wanted. So I did. Even with
Hmm.
my daughter, there's something that she wouldn't listen, but she came around, she listened. Now she tells me, mommy, it's 2:22, mommy, it's 3:33, mommy, it's this. So now she is actually getting that
Yeah.
synchronized time. So that is one thing that I wanted, that my children should understand. So one day, one fine day, I again wrote in my diary, my husband is very supportive, my children are listening to me, we are happy together, and many things I did, and actually it's working. So I'm happy. And
Okay.
one more thing, my
Yeah.
mom is happy and healthy. She lives in India
That
by
is
herself.
awesome.
And I always used to pray to God that I please, Archangel Michael, help me and my mom stay happy and healthy, because if she's not, I won't be like living here with my family.
Hmm.
So that is one thing. And spiritual growth that uh, helped me reach all this. So I'm really, really thankful for 2020. And I'm
Yes.
ready to manifest 2021 in a happy, healthy, and
Yes,
joyous way.
absolutely.
I'm
Thank you
done. Thank you,
so much,
Swati.
Madhu. Thank you so much for sharing. That was
Thank
very
you.
nice. And I got a message from Joyce, my co-host. The she's unable to raise her hand because I made her the co-host. So, Joyce, where are you? Can you unmute yourself and come and tell us why 2020 was good for you?
Um, well, in 2019, I survived a brain tumor, and but it forced me into retirement. And then we had COVID, and I had to stay home. And I discovered an online coaching class and have lost about 35 pounds. And
Yay!
I have gotten much more healthy. I've lowered my A1C. Um, I also found a whole group of friends in that group, and then I joined Swati's group, and I found a whole much bunch more friends in Swati's group, and I have also a United States Marine, and I have discovered a whole group of new friends there, and those are all because of Zoom. The other
We
thing,
should be so thankful to Zoom.
yes, I'm thankful to Zoom. The other thing is that this year I got my daughter got engaged to a man who is very dear and treats her with much love and respect. And we have gotten four, I've gotten four new great grandchildren in 20.
Whoa! Congratulations.
So that's, I'm thankful for 2020.
Me too. Thank you so much, Joyce, for coming and sharing. Next is Joanne. Joanne, please lower your hand and unmute yourself. Beautiful soul.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, Joanne.
It's so nice to be here with you all tonight. I don't even know where to begin, Swati. 2020 was an amazing year. Met more than what my expectations, more than what I could possibly say in a couple of minutes. So I'll just say a few things, and that would be to start to say thank you to Swati and the Purple uh, Flower Academy. I'm so grateful for it because I was introduced to my angels and have been working with them. I always knew I had a guardian angel and angels, but I never knew how to access them. So Swati taught us that, and I'm so happy that I did because I have daily guidance from them now. I've never felt so peaceful and calm.
That is just, that is so beautiful, Joanne. And there's, I know you, so I know there's a lot of other good thing that has happened to you. But yeah, since we have to
Yeah, I
talk to
could go
everybody,
on and on.
even
So
I
I'll
can
just,
go on and
yeah,
on. I think many of us
so
can just
many,
go on with
so
all the good
many.
things.
Yeah.
And I'm so
So
thankful
thank
to
you.
you to that
Yes.
you've been here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joanne.
Mm.
All right, we have Sandy R. Can you please unmute yourself and come and let us know? Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Swati. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Swati, for doing this. I can't thank you enough. Like Joanne, I could probably go on for 3 or 4 hours and still not be done, but this has been such a year, such a year. My husband passed over last year, and
Hmm.
it it after very, very long illness, and I went into kind of a foggy kind of grief that I had not anticipated, and nobody anticipated that I would have the reaction I had to it, because just because. Anyway, he was a healer. We were friends with Alan and Pam for like 30 years. We knew Pam before she met Alan, and so that's been where I've been in my life. But
Just to tell others who don't know, Pam
oh
and Alan
yeah,
are a very personal friend of mine. They are personal friends of mine, and we've been together for many years. And that's how Sandy has got to know about me, I guess, through Pam.
Yes, and that's how I met you, was through Pam, and it was before Alan passed over, and Pam brought you in to do something in the the Soul Authority,
Oh, I know we had
and it
done
was
some
so
angel
much
readings.
fun. Yes, the angels, and I got a reading from you, and so that was wonderful. And then Alan passed over, and Alan and Daniel hooked up in heaven. It was 3 days after Alan passed over. I had my only my third dream since Daniel had died, and I had expected many more. And I said, "Honey, come over here." He goes, "I can't. I'm waiting for Alan." And I'm like, "Okay." But so that's been one of the hugest gifts is, you know, how do you call that a gift? But it is. It's such a
Yes,
gift.
yeah, I know it is. It
I
is.
mean, it's just been amazing. And Pam had been so helpful to me while Daniel was ill, and then Alan got ill, and anyway, you know how all
Yeah.
those things happen. But the other thing that happened is that COVID nudged me, forced me to
Thank you,
retire
Bean.
a year sooner than I had planned. I had planned on retiring next year in 2021 at age 75, but I had an administrative position in a residential treatment program. And because of my age, et cetera, I just didn't feel like it was good for me to be meeting homeless people and street people and very ill people on a regular basis. So I retired 3 months ago. Um, and I've been able to just throw myself into some healing that I've needed to do. It's been phenomenal. And I mean, it's just been crazy. My relationships have deepened. My spirituality has deepened. I've been
Mhm.
able to connect with a couple of people who needed some extra help on their own, and I was able to offer them something. And it's I don't even know how to express it. It's just been all these things in the midst of this
Of all the chaos,
incredibly
yeah.
intense, just incredibly intense transformation.
Hmm.
I mean, not just for me, but for like myriads of people. And so
Yes.
it's just, see what I mean by I could go on for hours and hours and hours and hours.
We all can. I can. I
Really?
totally understand you. I totally understand you, and it feels so good. This is the reason I wanted to do this exercise, because so
Yes.
far everybody has been just cursing 2020. No, there's a lot of good that has happened, and the more we focus on the negative, the more we manifest negative in our lives. So we should think about. I wanted all of you to come and talk about the good stuff in your life so that everybody feels happy, and this collective group energy empowers us to create better stuff in our lives.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Mwah.
much, Sandy.
Oh, I have to take my hand down.
Yes, and mute yourself
Okay.
again.
Yes.
Next is Susan Wolf. We have had some really interesting times, haven't we, Susan?
Yes, we have. Okay, so I don't know where to begin, so I'm gonna make it short and sweet. 2020, it's there was some odd challenges with COVID, but I mean, all in all, it's been a wonderful year. I'm sitting here with a smile on my face as I hear everybody talk because my heart is so warmed and overflowing with joy at hearing how everyone else's year has been going. And I mean, I've always worked from home. So for me, working from home was not that big of a deal. Um, I've had to change some things and alter some things, which was perfectly fine. I've had more time to enjoy and spend in my home, which has been wonderful. I'll put that aside. As far as the most impactful thing that's happened to me over the course of the year, no doubt, bar none, has been somehow through these wonderful divine beings and angels that we have around us, is having Swatis in my path cross at the right time, because it was just a friend sent Susie, who's also in the group, sent me a message saying, there's a class you might want to take on how to make your own angel cards and do readings. And I thought, oh well, this sounds like fun. And it's been life changing, as we've all attested to. Swati has been such an amazing blessing in my life. I feel we've become such good, great friends.
Mm-hmm.
What
Mm-hmm.
she's done for me, and change, and how she's changed my life on so many levels I can't even explain. The level of um, happiness and joy and self-realization is amazing. The friends that I've made in the group has really been such
Mm-hmm.
a blessing and a joy for me. And connecting with the angels, departed loved ones, etc., as far as I've come, has been such an amazing, joyful blessing of an experience for me. And of late, what's making the most impact for me is the conscious manifestation, and the impact and changes that it's made in my life through the guidance of Swati. And there'll be a couple of times of week where we'll be talking about things and working through things, and I'll get what I call these light bulb moments. And it's been such a progression and such a learning and such an experience for me on how to make my life so much more joyful and settled and wonderful, and what it really should be for all of us. So I'm very grateful and thankful for Swati and the group and all the joys and blessings that I've been given this year. So far, I think we all have some really wonderful experiences and stories to talk about for 2020.
Yes. Um, I have to say that even Susan, when she came into my life, that was the first class, the first um, um, class I was teaching on Facebook Live, and I was terrified. I used to be terrified of being on video. And luckily, Susie, our common friend, she brought Susan in, and I didn't know Susan at that time. And while I was still unsure of myself, I still remember that, and I've told her so many times she must be sick and tired of listening to this. But Susan, that
Never.
has been God sent to me. I didn't know this person, Susan. I just was just seeing the comments. And while I was teaching, I was wondering, even though I was happy, I was still scared because that was the first time I was ever doing that. And I used to be a very shy, self conscious person. So for me, doing that was very scary. Um, to teach so many people online. And then Susan's comment, there was just one thing that came over there, and she said to me, I hope you feel all the love that everybody is giving you. And that was like the angels sent me that message, and everything, all the fear melted away when I read that. It's been just so amazing the way Susan always is there, and there's a particular way our talks go. Susan, it's a three-step now. Earlier, I used to tell her how to do something. She would tell me her problems, and I would say how to solve it. But now she knows it. The first step will be she'll write down her problems. She'll be irritated or mad or whatever, and so I just keep quiet and I don't say anything for some time. After some time, she'll write back herself. I know what you'll say. I know what to do. And
I
then
work through with Swati without Swati.
without me saying a word. I don't say a word to her now. Third step will be, okay, it's done. I manifested it, problem solved. It's amazing. It's really so much fun seeing people manifest everything that they want to. Thank you, Susan, for being in my life and for having so much fun together.
Same to you. I love you, Swati. Thank you for
I
all you
love you
do.
too. I have Nani's Garden iPad. Where are you? There you are. Can you?
Unmute.
There.
Unmute. Take my, I don't know
Unmuted.
how to take my hand down.
That's okay. I'll bring it down. Lower
Okay.
hat. I did that. Okay.
Hi. Okay, so I'm Diane, and I know some of you have
Diane.
me before.
I want to say first, Madul, seeing you tonight, because I hardly get to come on Sundays, but seeing you tonight, I just see this. It's gone. And I just want you to know, I see Madul so relaxed compared
Yes.
to when I first,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't come every Sunday, when you see somebody all the time, you don't notice the change.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to say, when tonight seeing Madhu, I just could see it was just off her shoulders. So,
Yeah, Madhu is
yay to that.
so totally different now.
Yes, yes, yes. So, see, there's a reason for me not being able to come on Sunday, so I could come
You
and
can
say that, right? Yay. Okay, so that
Thank
was
you
the
so much,
silver.
Nani.
That's
I
the
think Diane,
silver
sorry.
lining.
Diane, Dan.
That's
Diane,
okay.
sorry.
They call me Nanny anyway.
No, no.
But for COVID, like everybody else, my girlfriend and I were so busy getting her business up and running. And we were like, we need a vacation. We need to slow down. And then so when COVID happened and she's complaining about it, I went, we got what we prayed for. And this was a wrong way to get the slowdown.
I know.
But right, I mean, that is the last thing we ever prayed for, was for so
No,
many people to be sick and
yeah.
die. But you guys know where I'm coming from.
Mm-hmm.
And so it didn't take much. I mean, through the classes that I've had and a conversation I had with Swati in the beginning of the academy, um, hopefulness replaced fear very quickly. And I found ways to help people. Um, we had so many people who could not afford masks. And I think I cannot tell you how many I made and gave away just to
I got
help
many.
people.
I got many
Yeah,
that
you
Diane
did.
made.
You
I
did.
She made so many beautiful masks for me and my family. Now I can pick, it's like a fashion accessory. What am I wearing? What mask should I wear?
It became that, you would get requests now, blue, and I want this, and it was a light for us and for me in the darkness anyway. Number one, I got to help people, and
Mhm.
number two, I got to make them happy and share in that. So that was really nice. Um, but I am like the worst student in the academy because 2020 has been so busy, from being newly retired and then kids losing jobs and having people at home with me all the time. I was going cuckoo. And so I had a home here in Montana. Yeah, Joyce knows what I mean. So I had a home here in Montana that my kids have been working on for the last 2 years. So I came here to try and finish it. And I got man hands, no nails. I mean,
Me
but
too. Me too.
it's such a good experience. And I'm looking forward to coming here permanently at some point. And so I've been really physically busy with that kind of stuff. And every chance I get to meditate, and I clear a room out over there, and then I can do it. And then 2 days later, all the tools are back in, and it's it's just been a very blessed year. I'm blessed
Very
that
blessed, yeah.
the worst thing that ever happened to anybody in our family was they lost their jobs, because you can always get those back.
You can get them back. And you can get better ones back.
Right.
Better than the ones that
And
you
that's
lost.
what's going to happen. And that's what's going to happen
Yes.
for them, and I manifest that for them every day. Um, Maneuvering through all of this, I just learned that. So, life was so busy, then it slowed down, and then it got busy again. And through my learning, my spiritual learning this shame on me. I'm responsible for
Sure.
the crazy busy. I need to mellow. And
You
that's so
need to
that's what
mellow, yeah.
that's what 2021 is going to be. It's going to be my year of mellow and spiritual growth, where life is just going to calm down. I'm going to make it calm down so that I can enjoy this and
Yes.
really take my time with it. So I'm going to be the last one to graduate. but,
You
but I
know,
will.
Dan, there is no graduating because spiritual path is a never-ending path. Spiritual growth is a never-ending growth. And you said that you were the worst student, but you're not. I don't know why you talk. I know that.
because I can never come to class. And then I sit down to listen to the after videos, and I don't get to finish because I have to get up and go. So it's been, so I need to find that time where I can just sit and focus.
And you will.
And
And the thing
when the
is
time,
that
yeah,
this is what I keep telling people, that you've got to do. The spiritual growth is not it's not a race. It's not like, yes, this is an academy I've opened, kind of like a school or a college where I'm going to be putting so many courses over there, but that doesn't mean that you guys have to rush through them all.
no,
Spiritual growth has to be done at its own pace. There's a pace that you need to set, because this is not
mhm.
something that I must finish this now and done. No, it takes time to assimilate things and grow. And Diane, I, I don't know what you're saying, because with your at your own pace too, I have seen your comments in the academy where you have written down your experiences, and they are so beautiful. The things that you've
Thank
shared to,
you.
this is not, don't ever call yourself the first student. You're doing the best that you can with the myriads of things happening in your life.
Oh,
You
no
still take
kidding.
time out and you're still progressing at your pace.
Thank you.
And that is what is great. Thank you, Diane, so
You're welcome.
much. And thank you for the mask. So it was really awesome. Fashion accessory. All right. Next, I see Sushma. Sushma, please lower your hand. And my dear Sushma, we have talked so much too.
Hey, hi everyone. I'm
Hi.
so excited. It's been the best year I've ever had in my life. So I can only thank for most best things to happen. I think it's more the realization that I have everything right now at this time. So I think that realization has sunk to me and made me calm. So so I think now I'm going to just go back. I think starting this year, I was so though I did not have a job, but again, I kind of thought, hey, it is a great year to be kind of thank God my husband could manage our home, but then it gave me so much of time with my son. This summer was so awesome. I know he learned to bike, and my birthday gift was the first surprise where I've been asking it for the last 10 years, and I was planning, but then finally I got a surprise gift from my husband. Hey, here's a cycle I ordered for you. So the summer was like all biking around our neighborhood with my son, with family, and my husband as such was always traveling last year. So we really this year we could really be at home, really see people, kind of see my son growing, be with my family. We also have our in-laws with us, so we could spend time as family and have lots of fun. And with even having them, she used to take care of the kitchen very much, and then I used to have enjoy delicacies and still have lots of fun time with my son, and lots of immense spiritual growth thanks to my sister Smita Hemadri, who also already spoke. She got me to Swati. Oh my goodness, she is like the best angel of my pack. We can just message and ask. So she got me that into my life. So that is the greatest gift I've got. So thank you, Smita. I always keep telling that I'm going to continue to thank you for that. So and even myself and my sister's bond, I should say, though, we are 3 years apart, but then I think all through our college years, our married life, we've never got time to know, kind of but now I'm like, we both have read the same books, we both have been the same courses, we both have been to the same teachers. Of course, she is does the healing part, but I'm still just spreading happiness in my with Swati's Academy, with my own friends and family. But I'm so happy with whatever the positive impact I could do in my own way. So me and Smita, like how Smita told earlier, we both learned many of the Indian scriptures, things which we never thought. Oh, now that we know it, and then we are able to, and just to add on like the icing to it, Swati just taught us, hey, I could just communicate like this to my God and to my angels, and to realize that, oh, I am really, it's like I have a diamond in my hand, and I didn't know that I had a diamond in my hand. Like, I didn't know I was clairvoyant. I didn't
You
know.
are the diamond.
So I think
Where's
the
the?
way of how to experience the angels, I think she just kind of as if suppose the window is just so hazy, and then she just kind of made the sunshine come into my life. So thank you so much, Swati, and to have you as a friend, as more than a friend. So I'm so happy and so blessed to have you. I don't know, I'm so happy that I have to what else, yeah. And I should say
You
that
got a job. You got your
yeah,
job.
yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
manifested
So
your
I think
job.
this December I got a finally. I think half the year I didn't want a job, and then I realized, but then when I wanted a job, I could really, um, you know, Swati helped me manifest that, I should say. And thank you to Madhu. Through my journey of job search, I used to, because she lives in Chicago, I live in here. So we used to always have long chats. I miss that still. So she used to always give me with a, we all have subsets of what Swati kind of what he teaches us. So even if can't get Swati, I can just call up Smita, or I can call up any of her,
See, that's the good
message
thing
the
about
group, or I
having
could
this
just speak to
community.
Madhu.
That's the good thing about having the
Yeah, so I
community,
know that I'm going
that
to get
you
the
all
same
can help
message.
each other. Yeah, you all can help each other because you're all learning the same things. You're all wise beings, and all of you can help each
Yeah,
other. I love it when I see you all guys
correct.
helping each
And
other.
the biggest miracle is that I never thought, like, for me it's like, um to I started with the angels manifesting, the to make our own angels card. That's when we started. And then I was so happy. I could kind of channel so many messages. And I think I am able to communicate to Jesus in many ways I didn't know I could. And it's like every other, my dreams, I could, the dreams which I in general can recall dreams, and I have very great experiences of, I can meet many spiritual masters in my dreams, and I'm like, I can meet them even through the meditation.
Hmm.
Wow, that I feel, so that all the masters, ascended masters, my dad actually opened the way this year for everything. This Since June was his death ceremony, and since on that day he came and spoke to me, and I think he is with me. And these days I'm able to communicate to him. Like, I think even when I'm logging in, I can kind of to my office work, I can hear him coming and talking to me. He's so happy that I'm like, my dad passed away 5 years from cancer, and he actually got me and Smita into thinking more holistic way of healing. And my health has improved so much. My family life, the bond with my husband has improved so much. With my in-laws, I see that the many things which
Sushma, you got muted somehow.
Okay. So I
Yeah.
was wanted to say that my life with my husband, we have, I think, the most stronger bonds. With my son, oh my goodness, even he's able to see kind of he just loves Swati as such. He doesn't talk to any of my, other than my mom, on video. Like, he would not talk, but he just loves Swati so much. Her voice, I don't know what, but then I think her voice, everything, but he just likes to talk to her. And even he likes to listen to her meditations. He's a 9-year old, and I think even this year,
He's amazing. He's
he the
amazing.
yeah my bond with him is the strongest this year. And my husband, with my in-laws, with my friends, I should say. And topmost is, I would say, with my family and Swati. Thank you so much. And all the other friends whom have gone to the academy. It feels so like a big, wonderful family here. And
Family, yeah.
I know I can just go on more, but then I think coming back to my job, I think it's brought me back to that self of, yes, I've got, I could manifest the job at the best company which I wanted, at
Mm-hmm.
more than the salary what I expected, and the
Exactly.
people just love me there. I'm like, many interviews and it didn't work. I was still thinking, no, they're not meant for me. And then I really not getting bothered with when things don't come to you, and it means God is shifting us focus somewhere, all these aspects. So it's been amazing, best year of my life. So I'm looking forward with these. It's like I have a backpack filled with all everything to ready for any trekking or another adventure. That's how I feel, totally calm, relaxed. And actually, I had stuttering from childhood. I think I used to stutter for every sentence. My name, I had through college, I had through marriage, I had through all my work, all the 16 years of IT work. But I think my this fluency and this calmness of just being myself, this is the, I think I know I can see like a 19. That doesn't bother me anymore. Nor, and I also have accepted myself, and I think the more I have accepted myself, I'm able to speak this fluently.
Yes,
So I think
yes.
I got myself back. So I got me this year. So that's again a big blessing of God. So thanks to everything. And ultimately, I think, oh, sorry, I can't miss this. I never thought my husband would allow me to kind of buy the angel cards, but he was the one who ordered the cards for me. He's like, which one do you want to buy? I was like, Swati, he is interested to choose my angel card pack. And then, like, we both were, that's how the transformation happened. It's like, what? He wants to be here to select my angel deck. And then I got 4 decks now, and he's ordered one more for me from of Dorian Virtue because I loved
Wow.
it. It's coming in January.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I never thought I'm going to have a deck, and then I'm like 5 decks, and I feel like all angels as it is, they are there, but then additionally to kind of help me. So I feel so looking forward to help everybody and to hopefully get more time to do more readings for everybody. Thank you, Swati. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you,
You're
everybody
welcome. And
here.
Sushma, you're glowing. Have you noticed, guys? Do you notice
Yeah.
Sushma is glowing? She look at her, just look at her face. You look so different. All of you guys,
Thank
I'm
you.
so happy to see
Yeah.
you people.
So, yeah.
Look at
I-
you, you're glowing. You really are glowing now.
yeah, oh my goodness, yeah. And
Thank you.
yeah, and I would definitely want to thank my Smita, my sister, and then I think among in the academy, I think I've got opportunity to interact more with Madhu. I think she's brought a lot of,
Yeah.
I though
You and
I
Madhu have formed a
Madhu,
very
I
good
have
friendship.
been doing my Reiki
Thank you.
for many, many years, but she got into me the instinct to do my Reiki prayers every morning. So I am really remembering her
Oh,
every morning. So
thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sushma. And I'm
yeah,
also same way very lucky and grateful to have you in my life, Smita, Swati, and all the friends,
yes,
Joyce,
all
All
the
of them,
Joanne,
everybody over here in this
Paula,
academy.
Susan,
Mm.
Susan,
whoever I know,
Joanne,
from
Joyce,
India as well as
Carmelita. I
US,
know,
Canada,
sorry if you're not mentioning, say
Carmelita,
everybody
everyone.
posts
So
bring a joy in our life. Like seeing your post, following your posts, we feel like
yes,
either, oh
yes.
my, it's like feel like a big sisterhood kind of a thing, and that's how it
I don't know
feels.
why, but my tears are coming out. I don't know. I'm
Oh,
wiping. Yeah, it's like coming out every now and then. It's like listening to everybody and very happy
yeah,
for Sushma. Very, very happy for Sushma that, it was such a big task for her, but she actually came through like a vibrant star and she is shining. And
hmm,
I hope 2021 will be uh, blessed and happy for everyone. And I hope 2021 brings joy, health, good health, and happiness in everyone's lives. Thank
absolutely. So I
Yeah.
see Smita Anil,
Yes.
you have not, you don't want to speak. I see Smita Anil's message here. She says, I met the most amazing friends in this year, 2020, joined the amazing group and learned Oracle card reading from the best mentor. Thank you, Smita. Then Sithya Kim says, Hi Swati, in 2020, I was blessed to become a grandmother. Congratulations. Chetra says, I believe it. And anyone else who has written? uh, Anybody else who wants to share? If you want to share, please let me know. I see all the hands are down now. Does anybody else want to
Um,
share? Yeah.
Yeah, Swati, I think I wanted to thank Madhu for all her beautiful comments on my
Oh my
messages. It has
goodness,
been
she's
so
amazing.
wonderful. It has been so wonderful. She takes the time to write such long and then powerful and heartfelt messages. I'm really thankful for that. In fact,
She
all the
always takes the
people,
time to reply in
correct.
great detail to everyone.
Correct. And I'm so grateful to many people who have who read my messages and then are responding on a daily whenever I post. So it kind of makes me want to do more and more. So personally speaking, most of the time I'm mostly in the surrender mode, and it's not like I have any questions. I don't want anything. I'm mostly into the detached and then surrender kind of mode, happy and peaceful state. I don't, I typically don't have any questions, but then when I look at people who are wanting to hear those messages, that is what actually pushes me to write those messages. Otherwise, I personally typically don't have any questions for the angels, because I
You
know that
always get them. You get the messages. One thing I want to tell about Smita over here is that you started doing this from that free class I was teaching on how to make the angel cards.
June, yeah.
Yeah, and then she has been so sincere about this every day, no matter what. I mean, she has not left that practice. I gave this homework to everybody to channel some messages from their angels every day or frequently. Smita took it to heart, and from that day onwards, I don't think you've missed a single day when you have not channeled a message for everyone. And she has done so well. Her messages are getting more and more powerful. She's so clear cognizant that people are actually asking her to make a calendar with her messages because it helps people so much. It really warms my heart when I hear such things, Smita.
Yeah, so it was really beautiful. In fact, that was the best thing. And then one more thing I forgot to tell was I had a very good, um, I mean, there was a lot of, what do you say, challenges that we had with my daughter. And then that is something that I became a lot more calmer. And thanks to Neville Goddard's teaching that Swati also helped me with. And it helped me understand that I have to change my reality for that to change.
Mhm.
So, of course, there are things that are still up and down, but then it it helps me get back to my own reality and then make me calmer.
Yeah.
So the trust on the universe, angels, that they have guided me from a completely different path to what I am now. Definitely she will also be able to see that, because I know that she is very clairvoyant. I know that she also is able to do a lot more angel work like me. So I trust that when time comes, definitely she'll be also guided. My sister Shishma also keeps telling me that she's like this dynamic person. So if God had actually given her everything, she would have actually conquered the world now itself. So, but then she had to be slowed down with all these things, and that's why she's not actually picked up. So some of these messages actually kind of resonate. And then my husband also has become very, very calm and peaceful with her. He has his ups and downs, but then
Yeah.
definitely she has been that center point in our life. Whether, and today whatever I am, uh, she's, because of her, I think our entire family is going towards a more spiritual path, and all those things. But yeah, so this academy has been one of the most blessed things that has happened in my life, and I'm so glad that I can continue on this path. And I'm so excited to hear, I'm so excited to communicate with my angels and then bring in so much more healing, understand all the root causes for my own clients, which is why I wanted to communicate with the angels in the first place. And it's so happening. Thank you so much, Swati, again, once again.
Thank
Swati,
you. Yeah.
I also want to add a little bit to that, what Smita said, and also Sushma, that I'm really, really thankful and blessed to have them in my life, both of them, both sisters, because, as you said, that Smita is actually consistently,
Very
um,
consistent.
very consistently putting all the messages that she gets, and she's guiding all of us. And I think because of her, I'm also more calm when I look into my life, my family life, when
Hmm.
we want something for our children, or we want to instill it gets little difficult. But
Hmm.
because of you and because of Smita, I have consciously manifested that also. And because Smita actually had sent meaningful messages, guided messages, that when you read them, you are bound to be on the right path rather than going here or there.
Hmm.
We are actually being guided through Smita, and really, really thankful that she is posting those messages. I'm grateful, as if she reads my heart, she reads my mind, whatever is going on. And then, second thing is Sushma. Sushma is also a loving person, a caring person. She's such a beautiful person in and out. And I'm also thankful to God that angels and God brought her into my life, and really have a good rapport with her. And whenever I need some message, a certain message, she's my guide. She's also guiding me. So same way, everyone here in the group has been a guiding light, like you and all the group members, even Smita, Anil, everyone who posts their messages. I'm really in love with all of you, and I'm really, really thankful and blessed to have you in my life. And one thing I want to mention here, once I did a reading for Smita Anil, and there was a beautiful Radha picture that came for her. So for me, she's Radha. So from now on, to everyone, I'm telling that she's the twin flame of Krishna. So, uh, so for me, she's Radha. And so here now
Absolutely.
I end. And
Absolutely. See, this is the other good thing about the academy is that people form when you work together with each other, you form such beautiful friendships, and that is what is most precious in this world, to have these beautiful relationships, the love that the bond that people form with each other. And I'm thankful that I started this because of this too. It's not just what I'm teaching, it's also because of the bonds you guys are forming with each other. It's just beautiful to watch.
Swati, I would
Swati
just
and Sushma, Swati and Sushma have been my spiritual teachers, I think, all through. Apart from many people who have come and gone, I think these two, Sushma has been my spiritual teacher for quite some time. In fact, I'm just a baby in this path. She has been in this, I think, since her school days or college days and all that. So I was never into God or believe. I mean, it was just a casual thing for me. But then I think her Rhonda was, I think, the first thing that she introduced into my life, Rhonda Byrne. And then because of all those things have actually moved. So she and later on Swati have been my spiritual gurus. Swati, mostly a guru, Sushma more a spiritual teacher kind of acquaintance.
Thank you, everyone. And
Swati, sorry,
yes,
okay, I have just one last
yeah,
thing.
sure, sure.
Like how you explain for Susan, it's happening to me a lot. I'm thinking, okay, I have to message this to Swati or something. Then I'm like, Swati's going to say this and this. She's going to say, you could do an EFT for if it's like a physical thing or no. And then I have this thing. And now I want to, I'm getting upset about some event at the home or whatever. Oh yeah, I can call upon Michael. I'm like, Michael, please handle it. It's like as if I'm just calling my son to handle it. I'm like, Michael, I don't know. It's like, please handle it. So it's like many times I've at least started to message you on the messenger for like 10 times, but many times it's problem is solved. Just thinking about you, what you would say or what we have to do. And then it's like manifested. Oh, it's done. Or
yes.
so I haven't
It's done.
messaged you many times because it's already solved. So I just like, what would Swati say?
Oh God.
Is also kind of keeps humming in my mind. So thank you so much.
So,
So
Swati, one thing I just very in a very short way, I have noticed recently. I have been noticing earlier, but recently I've noticed that I am seeing flashes of light here and there. Very small,
Yeah,
small. So I think my angels are there. And one
they're
day I was
there.
very, very, yeah. One day I was very, very angry. Not angry, but something was going on. Nobody was listening. But then I calmed myself down. I said, no, angels, please help me, please guide me, please change this, and then I want this to happen. And the next day it was done. So night and then morning it was done. So that's what,
Awesome.
if
See?
we consciously manifest, and we
Hmm.
we actually not consciously, this is not manifesting, but if you actually straight from your heart, just ask for help from your angels, and they are
Hmm.
there always.
They're
So
always there.
they are there to help you and guide you. Thank you,
All
Swati.
right. So let's go into manifesting a nice, beautiful 2021. We've seen how beautiful 2020 was, despite everything else we read in the media and everything. There is always the good with the bad and all of that. So let's just take a few moments and close your eyes and say a heartfelt thank you after all these beautiful stories we have heard from everyone. Thank you, God. Thank you so much for making 2020 a blessing for us. And we ask you that you continue blessing us and teaching us and guiding us to make 2021 even more awesome than 2020. And not just for us, but for this entire world. May the suffering disappear. May COVID go away now that it has done its purpose. May it disappear. May this world be blessed. May 2021 be beautiful. Okay, so what do we do? I hope you have something to write down. I'm going to teach a method which is a method that many manifestation teachers teach. And recently, I even made a YouTube video on a visualization that is very simple that you can do, but I'll lead you through again. But for now, I want to teach you something about list building. Now, this is something that has been taught by many people, and one particular book that comes to my mind is it's called It Works. So if you look on Amazon, or even if you search on Google and look for a PDF version of It Works, you'll see it. And mostly I'm going to be teaching from that today because I think it's a simple one. It's a simple one to do without going into too much theory now for this particular meeting. And it's very powerful. If you read that book, you will see how powerfully it has helped people. And that is the same principle that most manifestation teachers also teach, to make lists of what you want. What is it that you want? Just keep a journal and write down whatever you want. So I'll give the steps here. Take a journal, either online or a special physical journal of yours. And before this year ends, like 31st or whenever, take some time just to yourself, light a candle if you want, set the mood, and think of everything that you want to manifest in your life. Do not think that you're being selfish. Do not think you're being ungrateful or anything. I have seen people feel a lot of guilt when they ask for something. There is no guilt. There is never a guilt. Anything that you ask for yourself or for others that makes you happy or makes others happy is always leading to this world becoming a better place. A happier you means a person who is going to work towards making others happy. So do not ever be guilty about asking. Nothing is too big for God. The God within you, you're never disconnected from God. You are always one with God. So take some time to make a list of the things that you want to manifest in 2021 or in your life, and write it down in the order of priority. Which one do you want most will be in the beginning, and so on. So the three steps are to manifesting through this method. There are many methods through this particular method. First, make a list of everything you want. Second, review this list frequently. The book says, and you don't have to follow it exactly like that, but the book says to review it 3 times a day. So keep it somewhere handy. You could keep it in a notebook in your phone, or in a piece of paper, or the small journal that you can carry around with you. When you wake up in the morning, begin your day with reading everything. And if you want, you can make adjustments in the list as many times as you want. There might be some times when you think something is more important than the other. So erase that and make the priority list once again. You can keep making the changes as many times as you want to. So in the morning, read it in the morning, your list, And when you read it, this is what I do when I read things like that. I just say thank you for like it's already done. So for example, if I have written in my list, I want a pony. No, I don't want a pony. I don't have a place here to keep a pony. I would love a pony, but I don't have it. But just an example. Suppose in my list I have three things. I want a pony. Second thing is I want to I don't know, go to Jamaica. Three, I want, I want, I'm just taking some simple things. I'm just thinking of things. I want my lawn to become even more green. Just something out of top of my head. So when I read the list, I won't read it as I want this. You've got to write your list as thank you, God, for giving me this pony. Second, I read, and this is how I write. I write thank you for everything from the beginning. This is the most powerful way of manifesting anything. Thanking in advance and knowing it is done because it is done. All prayers are answered. So thank you. I'll write it down like this in my list. Thank you, God, for giving me the pony. Second, thank you, God, for my vacation in Jamaica. Third, thank you, God, for making my lawn so green. So if you notice, I didn't write, I wish it could become green. I wish I had a pony and I want a pony. No, it's thank you. Say thank you. If the strongest and the most powerful prayer is that of thank you. Thank you for everything that you want and knowing that God has already granted it to you. So write down your list like that. Thank you for this. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Like it has already happened in the past. Not something that's going to happen in the future, but everything that you want has already happened, been granted in the past. So say thank you. It's a gratitude list. The gratitude list for everything that you want. So every morning when you read it, you will read this. Thank you, God, for giving me this pony and feel happy about it. Oh my God, I got this. Thank you, God, for sending me to Jamaica. Thank you, God, for giving me, making my lawn so green. Second time is sometime in the middle of the day. Read it one more time, again with thank you. And then again at night, just before you sleep, let this be the last thing you read. Read it and say thank you. So that's second step. First step was write down the list in thank you. Second is read it 3 times a day. Third thing is to think about those things often, not as in wanting it, but just remember it. Like what I would do is I would just bring to my mind a pony. If I wanted a pony, I would see the pony in my mind. Not, I wouldn't take any special time out of my day to meditate and make a big, huge ceremony about it. I could be doing dishes and I would suddenly remember a pony. I have a pony. And then thank you. And anything else, whatever I want, just think of it. Think of it like it's there and it's like remembering. So remember those things. Now, the fourth thing is not really a fourth step. These were the three steps. One is to write down, second is to read, and third is to think often. These were the three steps. The caution is do not discuss your list with anyone. Do not discuss your list with anyone. Of course, you can discuss it with people who you trust, who understand the laws of manifestation, who have the same faith as you. There is no secrecy. It's not because you need to be secretive and all of that, nothing like that. The reason simply is that if we talk about the things that we want with people who don't have faith, and there's nothing wrong with them, sometimes they don't have, that's okay. But if they say something to you that, oh, that's not possible, you should not even be thinking about that, or they put their own ideas in your mind, then your faith is lowered. And so manifestation becomes difficult. That's why talk to nobody else about your manifestation, your wishes, except to the God within you. You know your God is within you. Never God is never, never, never separate from you. We can't even exist without God. There is no existence without God. We are part of God. So only talk to your higher power, to God, to whoever you could talk to your angels if you want to. You can talk to an ascended master, or you can talk to your higher self, whoever you wish to, or a um, family member, a friend, or teacher who you trust, who you know will understand completely and will have nothing bad to say about it. Nothing. They will only encourage you. You can, if you want to, you can talk to them. Otherwise, just keep it to yourself. And when it's done, then you can tell them that you manifested it. So these are the three simple steps. Write it down as thank you for this, thank you for that. Put everything in the past tense, not even in the present. Put it in the past. It has already happened. Your wish is granted. Second, read it 3 times a day. Three, remember it through the day. Just remember it with like it's there. And what will happen is this is what happens next. Some of the things you will see them appear magically into your life, like you didn't even have to do a thing about it, and they just appeared. You didn't have to move a finger to get those things, and they just happen. Just through your mind, you will make it happen. Then there are things you will start noticing that you will be inspired to do something. You will be divinely guided to do this or that. Follow your intuition. After that, doors will start opening up to you for your manifestation. Follow the process. Whatever ideas you get, if it feels forced, then don't do it. If you feel the idea is coming to you out of fear that, oh my God, if I don't do this, then this will happen or that bad thing will happen, then that is not divinely inspired. The divinely inspired idea, when you get that, you will have a feeling of joy. You will just feel compelled to do it. You will want to do that that piece of action. So do that. Whenever you feel inspired to do something, do it. When you start doing that, you will see that all the things in your list, you will start checking them. Start checking off your list. People make these lists and they have had so many things happen to me. I i want to tell you some of the things about me. The You know how some people, it depends on you. You know, some people like to manifest more realistically things that they believe in, because then their conscious mind gets in the way and things like that. With me, what happens is that the more ridiculous I make it, the easier it manifests for me. The reason is that when I think of something totally ridiculous, or I can't even fear it anymore, I can't even worry about it, I don't even have the time or patience to disbelieve it. So it happens like that. So one of the ridiculous things which was of no consequence, I do these things to test out. Before I teach something to someone, I always test it out. I experiment with myself. If it works for me, only then I have any business to teach it anyway. So I said, what is the most ridiculous thing I have never seen? So I hadn't seen a pink car ever. So I said in my list, I saw a pink car. Thank you God for showing me a pink car. It was so weird. The next day, I actually saw a pink car. Have you guys seen a pink car? I saw a pink car. Then in pictures, I would open up the website and I would see pink cars. I would see pink cars in magazines everywhere. It was totally ridiculous. Even with my husband's job that I manifested this year, I chose the most ridiculous things. Like he said, there was a hiring freeze, so he cannot get a job. So I said, well, in this hiring freeze time, this month in April, you will get the job and it will be your dream job. And I chose a ridiculous amount for his salary, which he totally laughed off. I chose the ridiculous amount not because I needed that, but because I knew that I needed to make a point to him. He is totally left brained, and I wanted to do something so ridiculously outrageous that he will not have any logical way to explain it away. So because it became totally ridiculous, it was very easy for me to manifest and I got it. I had at one point of time very high cholesterol and my doctor wanted to put me on statins and I did not want to go on any lifelong medication. So I asked her to give me 30 days off. She said, okay, you can change your diet and exercise and do all of that. And I said, what is a good number? I didn't know. I'm not a medical person. So she said, well, it should be less than 100. So I said, okay. So I just randomly picked up my LDL is 90, just like that. So I didn't have the time to really, I had just given birth to my second child and I did not have the time to cook nice things for myself. I ate a lot of garbage actually at that time. Garbage meaning, I mean, I should not put judgment on food. Whatever we think becomes the truth. So I just ate from McDonald's and things because I didn't have time to cook. I was tired most of the time. At the end, what I did was I just affirmed my LDL is 90. It just is. And I visualized my doctor looking very confused and telling me, so what did you do? How did it become like this? And that's how it happened. At the end of 30 days, when she tested my blood test, it was exactly 98. LDL was 90 and she looked confused and she asked me what it was. And me being me, I told her, well, I affirmed I was eating McDonald's and I was affirming. She looked at me like I was kind of cuckoo, but that's okay. um just do whatever you need to do, whatever you want. Please manifest it. Do not think anything is impossible. Whatever you want, do it. So these are the three steps. Does anybody have any questions about that before I go on to the visualization? For Does
Can
anyone
you give
have
me some sentences about others?
about others? So
Let's
give
say,
me
for
give.
example, if I have to let's make my daughter more interested in whatever she's supposed to do, may not be
Okay.
school marks or
Suppose you
whatever, but then
wanted.
she's, if
Suppose
she's
you want your
supposed
daughter
to, yeah,
to be
be
my.
more diligent about her own responsibilities, like her
Okay.
studies
Yeah.
and whatever her practice.
So you will write her name and say, uh, thank God, her name, my daughter,
Ritu.
Ritu, is so diligent about her work. She's so amazing at her work. She's so responsible. You know, even if you don't write it, if you just think about it, like from today, promise me today that from today onwards, you will never say that she's not diligent. In your mind and
Mm-hmm.
in your words and in your thoughts, she's always diligent about her work. Okay? Whatever we think, our subconscious mind is listening, and that is what is going to be projected in your world. So you will write, Ritu is, I am so grateful to God that my child Ritu is so diligent about her work. I couldn't be happier. So when you write, make it use words that will give you those emotions, you know, that feeling. I couldn't be happier. My child is so diligent. I can't believe how wonderful she is. I'm I'm the luckiest mom in the world. So write those things. When you read it, you will feel those emotions. Emotions are a very strong tool to manifest. So feel those emotions. That's the way you've got to write it.
Okay.
Anyone else has a question? No one? I see Chetra's question over here. Chetra, you can absolutely manifest for other people. Absolutely. And in fact, I am I am I have a much easier time manifesting for other people just because it's so much fun. I love to manifest for other people. So one of the things that I will be teaching when I'll do the conscious manifestation is to always never leave any person with a burden. So when somebody is telling you something bad that's happening in their lives, in your mind, keep changing it. So for example, if I was telling Smita, my head is itching. So Smita, when she hears it, she will revise in her mind and she'll pretend she heard me say, I'm feeling so healthy and comfortable. My scalp feels great. So just here in your mind, change it immediately. So you will notice that when you are blessing other people with these thoughts, your life becomes so joyful. It is just so much fun when every day somebody tells me, oh, this happened for me and that happened for me. And then when I just think, I sometimes tell them because when they tell me to manifest specifically, I do it. So then they know I have done that. But most of the times people don't even know that I'm manifesting for them. I just hear them about what's their problem, and then I change it in my mind and things happen and they come back and tell me, and I can't tell you how joyful life becomes when you hear good things from people all the time about what good
So
things are happening.
so when such a reversal happens in the mind, for example, let's say some of my clients, what I keep thinking is there are, let's say, a handful of people who probably need that reversal sort of thing, who I can manifest for them. But then when it comes to my own list and then their list, always feel that it's so overwhelming to spend time to keep doing that for so much in the list. So
So
how do
for
we
each
address that?
person, do not, when you do it for your clients, you don't have to do it for each one unless you're feeling a little shaky about one person. You need to just write one thing. My clients are super healthy.
Okay.
Thank God, the moment they come into my life, I have the blessing of seeing them completely healthy. That totally covers it all. I
Yeah.
have 100% success rate. Say that. I have 100% success rate with my clients. My clients always heal. That's all. You
Okay.
don't have to do for each one.
Thank
That,
you.
that totally covers it. Anybody else has any questions about what to write? Okay. So, I don't know if you've seen my YouTube video in which I said how to manifest a very short way of manifesting a beautiful 2021.
I did,
So
Swati.
you did. You did, I know. And you're the one who told me there were comments waiting for me there, which I didn't know. So here is this method in short. I can go into great details about this theory, but that takes a long time. So I'll be teaching that. I'll do free YouTube videos too, and in my academy, I'll teach in great detail. But the thing is that whatever you want, like I said, put it in the past. So see, suppose you want something to happen. What is that incident? Think of an incident that will happen only if that wish is fulfilled. For example, I want, for example, Sushma, if I take Sushma's example, and when she was manifesting her job, what is the one thing that will happen if she gets the job that she wants? For me personally, I will see it as Sushma's message on Messenger telling me she got the job. That's the thing. And so I just imagined that I got a message from her. I got the job. So you got to manifest whatever you imagine. Imagine one step after the manifestation, after your wish fulfilled. Whatever it is you want A, go one step after that. So somebody wants to manifest a marriage, for example. Don't just imagine the wedding. Imagine the first anniversary, both of you, you and your husband, wishing each other happy wedding anniversary. So go one step after. That makes it even more solid. So we are not even into 2021 yet. So what is the one step after? manifesting a beautiful 2021. So I already went to 31st of December 2021. Some of us have parties, some of us like to um, do nothing about it. It's just another day. Some people like to just have a quiet time with their families. And of course, there are most places we will not be having parties because of COVID, but you're still there with your family, you're still with yourself, you're still with your angels. So I'll tell you what to do now, and then I will lead you through the whole meditation. Okay? It's not a very long meditation. I like to keep things short, except for one particular meditation in my academy. So I want you to imagine 31st of December 2021, and however you want to see it. You are with that one special person, somebody who you're very close to, or you're with a group of people, or whatever. 2021, however you want to do 31st of December. But here is what happens. You're sitting with one person. Imagine one person whose voice you can imagine, even though that person is not with you. You know, some people whose voices you can just imagine and how they will speak and that way. So imagine that person with you, either with you or on the telephone, and that person is telling you, wow, this year 2021 was just amazing, wasn't it? All of my wishes came true and more. And you reply back, yes, 2021 was just outstanding. Everything that I wanted, everything I wrote down on my list, all that came true. And even more than that, this was just amazing. So, in whatever your words, these are my words, these are the words I will use. What words would you use to say that all your dreams came true? And it was just amazing. So now what I'll do is I'll lead you through a very short meditation through this whole visualization, you sitting with your special person or you on telephone with that person.
Swati, we
Choose
can actually imagine this call itself
this
on
call
December
itself.
31st.
We can do this also. So
Because it's very difficult to find out like-minded people who will actually meet on December 31st,
yeah,
especially like this. But then this kind of forum is definitely something that is going to happen.
perfect. Okay, so let's visualize this, that we are having this meeting on the 31st of December 2021. All right. Okay, everyone, close your eyes. And I'll count back from 20 to 0 slowly. And each time I count backwards, imagine your body getting loose and relaxed. And you going deeper and deeper within. The reason I'll do this is because I want you to come into a light alpha state of mind where in a slight meditative or a daydream kind of a mode. Okay, so close your eyes and take a deep breath and relax. 20, relax. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, relax, let go, relax your body. It's not a long meditation, so stay calm, stay here. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, go deeper within, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now imagine that there is a bright source of white light above your head. You can imagine it, visualize it, feel it, or just know it is there, depending on which psychic sense is easiest for you. No one way is right. Do it your way. So there's this bright source of white light above your head. And take a deep breath. And when you breathe in, imagine this light coming in from the top of your head into your body. This white light goes into your head, down to your face, in your throat, down to your shoulders. The white light now goes into your arms, to the tips of your fingers, down your back, down your front, all over inside your torso. And this white light is filling your heart with bright white light. And it's filling your lungs with this bright white light. Your lungs are lit up like a Christmas tree. And then this light goes down into your abdomen, lower back, your pelvis, into your legs, traveling down right to the tips of your toes. And now you're shining white like a bright white star. All right. And now imagine that you're sitting in front of your laptop or your iPad or your phone, and we're on this Zoom call. Except the date is 31st of December 2021. And all of us have our notebooks in front of us, and we are all looking so happy because this year has gone exactly as we wanted. In fact, even better than what we wanted. And then we start sharing with each other. See, watch each other reading out from their notebooks. You know what? I made this list and all of this came true. I wanted this to happen in my life and that happened in my life. See yourself now. Imagine yourself on the screen and telling people 2021 has been a blessing, a bigger blessing than I could have thought. Thank God. Everything I wanted has come true. And God has blessed me with even more than what I wanted. Even the blessings I didn't know of, that I couldn't think of, even they came true. This year has been magical for me. Imagine yourself saying that. Thank God this year, 2021, has been magical for me. It's like Christmas every day, getting gifts from heaven every day. And then see everybody else congratulating you. Wow, congratulations, you manifested this? You manifested all these things? This is amazing. And see other people also, just like today, how we shared. Everybody has their notebooks and they're sharing all the things that they have done. everything that they have manifested. And then imagine one of us, or me, because I'm talking over here so you can hear my voice. I'm saying, and wasn't it wonderful that it wasn't just for us, but our families did so well, our friends did so well, this entire world did so well. There has been so much more peace in this world. People have been healthy. The economy is doing well. This world just seems like a lighter and happier place, doesn't it? This year, something has happened, something has changed. And this whole world seems lighter, happier, more positive, so much more peaceful, so full of love. Thank you, God. And thank you to all of you for manifesting such kindness, such beauty into this world. That's all. You can open your eyes when you feel ready. So you can do this. You can either imagine this whenever you want to. Smita had asked me how many times should you imagine this. What I usually do is I imagine it something that is important like this. This is something big, global. I would imagine this every day and not in so much detail as I did, unless you want to. I would just go right to the end and imagine the screen, everybody there and saying, wow, what a wonderful year this was. 2021 was a fabulous year. Or if you want, you can just imagine this with with your friends and your family or in your phone, whatever works for you. Try and keep the visualization short so that you can imagine it easily without making it a chore. Otherwise, you think, oh, I've got to take this special time out to visualize. No, don't make it like that. Make it something so fun, so small that even when you're walking outside, you can imagine it and bring a smile to your face. Make it something that you can imagine at night when you're eating, you're watching TV, anything. It should not take any special time for you. Okay? Any questions?
Any so you were saying that how long we should continue to look at it, for example 2021,
Mhm.
so till the end of the 31st, so should we keep continuing to see it until the December 31st of 2021?
I would. But you can, sometimes you can also stop doing it if you feel there's a feeling that comes into you like it has already happened. There is no need to do this again. It's done. I know it's done. There's that 100% of confidence, a feeling inside that this has already happened. Sometimes you get that feeling and then you don't need to visualize again unless you get a doubt again. If you get a doubt creeping up again because you saw the news or somebody said something sad, then visualize it again. But I would personally visualize it every day because it'll take only a few seconds of my time anyway. And it makes me happy to imagine all of you saying good things.
Swati, I had a question. Say, let's say we manifest that, and then what do we continue? So then, can we just change it to so thanking for that, or what do you do? Like, well, and say it's manifested something in like March, it's manifested, and then what do you do post that?
If
Like,
it's manifested, then it's done, finished. Then you can move on to your next thing in the list.
do you also do like a thank you for the past of what all have been happening?
Yes. So
Okay.
just like today we were thanking 2020 for all the good things. So gratitude can be used not just for what has already happened, but gratitude is powerfully used for the things that you want in your life. Just by saying thank you, thank you for making this happen, God. It already happens. Just because you put it in the past, just because you already said thank you to God, it guarantees it's going to happen. So, so many people, when they make gratitude lists and all, they often just think about, okay, what should I be thankful for? What has happened in my life? No, just say gratitude for everything that you want in your life, because there is no time. Time is a big lie. There is no past. There is no future. Everything is in the now, and everything that you desire has actually really happened. Manifestation is simply you stepping into that reality. That's all. It's already happened. 2021 has already happened. We've already had this call, and all of us have been bubbling and telling each other all the good things that have happened. It's happened.
So for the list that we have, that is something that we are not imagining. It is more of a feeling based thing.
It's a feeling based thing. Again, you can imagine if you want to. And the thing is that if you notice, when you're reading something, there's a kind of imagination that comes in your mind anyway,
Some
right?
pictures
Some
might
kind of
come.
yeah. That's all is needed. So when I'm thinking of a pony, I'm sure most of you saw pony in your mind. So when you read that, when I'm reading that, oh, thank you for the pony, God, I will immediately see a pony. It just happens. I'm not even trying to visualize.
Sometimes when I'm seeing the same things, the visualization keeps changing day
And
after day.
that's okay. That's okay.
That's okay. Okay.
That's perfectly okay. As long as your feeling is that it's done, and you're thankful for it being done, that's all that matters. So that's all. So just make sure that when you write it as a gratitude list for everything that you want. That has already happened. Put everything in the past tense. Okay? Anything else? Dumari, I see you have joined. Dumari, do you want to add something? Uh, Sujata says
Me?
thank you, Swati. This is Sujata's message. Thank you, Swati, and everyone here for a great session. Let's hope our collective feminine energy will bring on a fantastic 2021. There is no hoping, it is done. I had an extremely productive and great 2021. Thank you, Swati, for teaching me how to manifest it this way. Thank you, God, angels, ancestors, and the universe. Dumari, where are you? I don't
Can you
see
see me?
you. Dumari,
You see me?
there you are. Do you want to add something to it? We had done. You missed one part in the beginning. We were all saying what we were grateful for 2020. What are the good things that happened? So can you share some of the good things that happened for you?
Oh my gosh. There were so many things that were awesome in 2020. Um, I want to say that you are one of the things I'm really grateful for in 2020. Don't
Thank.
laugh.
If you say don't laugh, then I have to laugh more.
Your friendship is one of the things that I'm so grateful for. Um, gosh, there's so many things. Like really, you were wanted a list. I have a whole list of things that I'm
I
grateful
know, just a few things will do. There's so many things. I know that a lot of good things have happened.
for. um, I think at the end of 2020 is one of the things that I'm most grateful for, because it's like the light. I see the light is so bright right now with my work and all the creativity that has been flowing in. There was a time when I was feeling confused and lost, but that is behind me now. And I'm so excited for what's happening now and in 2021 with my work. Um, and I feel like every area of my life is just falling into place. It's so good right now.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
super grateful for 2020 for being the catalyst for so much good coming into my life.
A lot of good happened in 2020 in your life. You making your dream come alive more and more.
Yes, yes, definitely. Well,
Would you like to add something for anything that I might have missed about how to manifest or anything that you want to add to
Oh my gosh.
2021?
I love your manifesting movie scenes.
Movies is
Guided us through. I actually went very deep into the meditation, so I was
yeah.
right there with you all. You did a great job. The gratitude, the joy, seeing it done, um, and feeling that love for that love in the gratitude. It's wonderful. Yeah, you did awesome.
Okay. So thank you everyone. I don't know, can you see this? How I want to light a candle. I wanted to light a candle for everyone for 2021. So
Swati, is this the conscious manifestation class that you wanted to do after Oracle card?
no,
Or that's
no, this is
different?
just the conscious manifestation class is a huge thing. That's it's going
Ah,
to
okay,
take.
okay.
This is not. We have people not just from the academy. We have others also here. That I will be teaching. It will go like a proper class.
Okay.
There are many lessons there. So here I light this candle for you all, for me, for the world, for 2021 to be bright and beautiful for us all. And so it is. Amen.
Thank you. Thank you, God, for everything.
Thank you, God, for
Thank
everything.
you for God for everything.
I mean, when you
Uh,
say thank you, God, for everything, I mean that comprises of everything, right? It does. I don't have to be specific because I keep saying thank you for everything, but sometimes I just become lazy to say specifically. Is that okay?
yeah, that's perfectly okay as long as you can feel that feeling of everything. Because
Correct.
sometimes we need that feeling of specific thing. It's the feeling. The feeling is very important. So sometimes you need the specific feeling, and then you say it, and that's why we make these lists. So don't be shy about making the list. Make it uh, big and small and everything that you want for yourself, for everybody else. Let this be just a rocking year. Okay,
Thank
so
you so much.
happy
Thank
New
you so
Year
much.
to
Happy New
everyone.
Year. Thank you so
Happy
much.
New
New
Year.
Let's
Year to
New Year.
everyone.
Thank you
Thank
so much.
you.
Bye.
bye.
Happy
Thank
New
you
Bye.
so
Year
much.
Bye-bye.
to
Happy New Year to
everyone. Have
everybody.
a blessed,
Happy New
Bye.
Year, everyone.
welcoming New
And I will
Year.
see you
Healthy
guys
New
again
Year.
Happy
next
New
year.
Year. Happy New Thank you. Year.
Happy
Thank
New
you.
Year.
Bye.
Be
Bye
Bye.
safe.
bye.
Bye.
Bye
Thank
bye.
you, Swati.
Bye.